the Androscoggin River Valley, the people, the places, the events, the history, all that makes up the vibrant story of the towns of the Androscoggin River Valley from Lewiston, Auburn through Mexico, Rumford, and Bethel to New Hampshire. Welcome to the September 2017 edition of Today River Valley. Today River Valley is the video news feature program for the towns of the Androscoggin Valley in western Maine. My name is Phil Blampede. I'm the host and producer of the program. For many people, summer vacation is remembered as the best part of childhood, but summer vacation is causing some problems in the state's educational system. Nearly half the students in the state of Maine fail to pass the educational assessment test that the state administers every year, and one of the problems, according to many educators, is something called summer learning loss, a problem caused by the fact that the summer vacation is so long every year. With summer learning loss, according to many educators, students lose as much as a day of educational achievement for every day of vacation they take during the summer, and this is especially true of disadvantaged children. One solution to summer learning loss might seem to be just to cancel summer vacation, but nobody would be very happy about that, especially not the students or the teachers. Instead, there are some programs on the horizon here in the state of Maine which seem to be countering summer learning loss without forcing kids to sit in a classroom for 12 months of the year. We'll be looking at them in just a minute after a few messages from local businesses.
Today River Valley is sponsored by the Sudbury Inn, lodging, fine dining, and a lively pub right on Main Street in Bethel, Maine.
Make the Sudbury Inn your headquarters for your next trip to Bethel. Centrally located downtown, this charming 19th century inn is right in the middle of shopping, skiing, fine dining, and all other Bethel attractions. Accommodations range from a full apartment with its own fireplace to deluxe two-room suites to single rooms. And you don't have to go far to find the best of Bethel, from fine dining in the main dining room to pub fare and live music in the popular Suds Pub to a bistro menu and bar in Bistro 151, featuring light fare with a creative flair, lobster ravioli with shrimp cream sauce, sweet pea and caramelized onion ravioli with a blue cheese sauce, blackened sea bass with a cucumber salsa, citrus-glazed veal short ribs with an Asian sauce. The Sudbury Inn is family-friendly, can accommodate pets, and as the magazine Bon Appetit put it, is the perfect way to end a day in Bethel. Call today for more information.
Washing machines are offering more and more features each year. Well, you may not find anything quite like this yet at Larson's Electric Service in Mexico, but you'll find the latest in everything from washing machines to refrigerators to stoves. With Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Maytag brands, Larson's offers free delivery and setup of your new appliance plus removal of your old appliance. Over 50 years experience, Larson's, 13 Main Street, Mexico, Maine.
The Jolly Drayman Pub and the Briarley Inn, a gracious inn in Bethel, Maine with an authentic British pub featuring classic pub fare.
This is Helena at the Jolly Drayman Briarley Inn. Stop by, come to see us. Looking forward to your visit.
After dinner, indulge yourself with a stay in one of the comfortable rooms upstairs in the Briarley Inn, featuring cuddly blankets, down feather pillows, soft linens, fluffy towels, and casual rustic decor. The Jolly Drayman, the authentic British pub in Bethel, Maine, located in the Briarley Inn. Today we are meeting Ron Terrio, the owner of Summit Insurance and Financial Services here in Rumford, Maine.
Hi, my name is Ron Terrio. May I ask you, is your retirement money working for you? Do you have the proper amount of life insurance? Have you planned your estate for the safety of your family? These are just a few of the financial planning topics we can discuss. I've been providing award-winning service for over 30 years to the people of Maine. I do not charge fees, so it'll cost you nothing to meet with me. Please call me today.
Hi, this is Roger Whitehouse of Riverside Realty in Mexico, Maine, and you're watching Today River Valley, the video news feature program of the Androscoggin Valley in western Maine.
Summer vacation is generally considered one of the best parts of growing up. But there's a growing belief among educators and others that while there's nothing wrong with vacations, the stretch of 2 months or more away from school during the summer is so long that it may be doing some real damage to certain children, especially lower-income children. The problem has a name: summer learning loss. And in Maine, it's probably part of the reason why students statewide do poorly on the state's yearly educational assessment tests.
Summer loss is always an issue. I've been in 3 different districts and it's always an issue. When you stop doing something for 3 months or 2.5 months, you tend to lose what you gained. And sometimes it takes longer to gain it back for some kids than others.
What this means is that a student that leaves the school in June and comes back in September without any summer educational experiences at all, and by educational experience, it doesn't mean they can't be fun. It's November before that student is back to where they were academically in June.
We know studies have shown, and there are multitudes of studies that show this, that summer learning loss widens the achievement gap. It's a factual, represented truth.
Summer vacations are so ingrained in our culture that it's not likely that the practice of giving students 2 months off from school is going to change in the near future, if ever. But even if summer vacation continues, there may be ways to counter summer learning loss. And in Maine, programs are underway which make a difference to at least a small part of the state's school population. The problem is illustrated by this excerpt from a video narrated by former NBC News anchor Brian Williams.
Let's look at 2 children, one from a middle-income family, the other from one of the millions of low-income American families. As the 2 kids head off to kindergarten, look what happens. The middle-income child starts out with a 6-month lead. The low-income child is already falling behind because of a lack of access to early reading and preschool education. During their year in kindergarten, in the same school and classroom, the 2 children will learn at about the same rate, so we'll move them both forward 9 months. But look what happens in that first summer between kindergarten and first grade. Our middle-income child moves ahead about a month in reading because learning of one kind or another continues over the summer. The low-income child falls back about 2 months. So when school begins again, when they go back for first grade, the gap between them has already widened.
Summer learning loss, a student that doesn't have a meaningful summer experience. And when I was growing up, my parents sent me to summer camps and the like, and I was able to maintain my level of learning that I left school with. But if there aren't those types of experiences, a student will regress from where they were in June. Basically, they're losing the equivalent of a day instruction for every day in the summer.
The answer may seem obvious, if not very attractive to anybody, and that is, why not just send kids, at least disadvantaged kids, to summer school? But the problem is trickier than that. Traditional summer school classes don't work. According to a recent report on Maine Public Radio, school districts in the state have found it hard to get students to show up for summer school, and students sometimes don't even show any academic improvement after the summer is over. Districts, including those in Wiscasset and Oxford Hills, have discontinued summer school and are trying different approaches. And the one approach that seems to work is that of a summer camp, a less structured approach than a regular school, with activities that seem more like play than work. The most prominent example actually is a camp, Camp Susan Curtis in Stoneham, a program dedicated to giving disadvantaged students 2 weeks in the country with a program that combines learning, character growth, and a whole lot of just plain fun.
Camp Susan Curtis has been in operation as a summer camp serving exclusively economically disadvantaged Maine youth since 1974. A classroom is one way of learning, a very effective and sometimes necessary way of learning, but it's not the only way of learning. There is a lot of learning that happens in these environments. There are a lot of learning that happens at summer camp. It doesn't have to look like a sit-down school for children to be learning. And the fact that they're having a great time and they are playing and all of this activity and these wonderful things that are happening, they are having a great time, which is why they come back year after year. But at the same time, make no mistake, they are learning. There are lots of learning opportunities, and yes, we have a curriculum woven behind everything we do, but they don't know that. It's a very cleverly disguised and extremely impactful because they don't really know how much we're working on.
Camp Susan Curtis was born out of a tragedy that befell Ken Curtis, the governor of Maine, and his family in 1971, while Curtis was still in office. Susan Curtis, his daughter, died of cystic fibrosis. Drawing on the upwelling of public support and sympathy that followed Susan's death, Curtis and several of his friends and advisors founded the camp a few years later in her memory, intending it to serve underprivileged children. Since the founding of the camp, 14,000 children have attended. Even though the concept of summer learning loss hadn't been identified at that time, it has become evident now that the camp approach as practiced at Camp Susan Curtis has been one answer to the problem all along.
Again, our children come back to us year after year. So one of the things that we're looking at is how many years, what is that sweet spot? You know, how many years before we see the strongest outcome? And what we've determined is that after 4 years with us and completion of our leadership training, that 99% of our youth are graduating from high school, and 8 out of 10 are going, actually more than 8 out of 10 are going on to some form of post-secondary. There is a perception that the impact of a program like ours, because it's delivered at a summer camp, a residential summer camp, that camps in general have a temporary impact. And anyone who's had the experience and anyone who's worked in a summer camp knows that that's not true. That there's definitely a long-term impact. It's not just about splashing and playing, but to be a child means to take a risk and know someone's there to catch you, to, make a mistake and know that it's okay, and to learn from that mistake, and to keep learning, and to get dirty. And if you don't do those things, and you never have the opportunity to do those things, it's going to be pretty tough to reach your potential.
Camp Susan Curtis receives no government funding at all, but depends entirely on contributions. There's more information at their website, www.susancurtisfoundation.org. In the meantime, the camp approach to summer learning is being tried in some public schools. In our next segment, we'll look at how the Montello Elementary School in Lewiston held its own kind of camp inside the school during the summer, mixing learning and play to try to reach some challenged students. Let's look at a couple of businesses from Turner, Maine. For nearly 7 decades, the residents of western Maine have turned to Goodwin Well and Water, Maine's leader in water well drilling, pump installation, water treatment systems, and geothermal. When you choose Goodwin Well and Water, you choose a powerful combination of engineering minds, excellent workmanship, and exceptional customer service. Remember last year, don't get caught dry again. Call Goodwin Well and Water for a free consultation today. Terry and Maxine's restaurant is now open on Route 4 in Turner, just north of Lake Auburn in the former Chickadee Restaurant building. Quickly getting a reputation for good home-style cooking and snappy service, Terry and Maxine's is a family breakfast and lunch restaurant with fresh, local ingredients. Check out our Facebook page for our menu and hours. Catering available, open Tuesday through Sunday. And coming soon, Terry and Maxine's will be serving dinner on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Scott's Recreation, Maine's largest RV and trailer dealer, is also one of Maine's largest aluminum dock and boat lift dealers. You don't have to wait until summer is over to get your best price of the season on docks, floats, and boat lifts. Scott's sells Eastern Township aluminum docks, which are strong, lightweight, and offer a variety of decking materials. Get end-of-the-season pricing now at Scott's Recreation, Route 4 Turner, and Route 202 Manchester, Maine.
Hi, we are Jeff and Patty Parsons and would like to welcome you to Bethel Outdoor Adventure and Campground.
Bethel Outdoor Adventure and Campground offers seasonal RV and tent camping on the banks of the Androscoggin River in Bethel, Maine, and takes advantage of its river location to offer a unique selection of outdoor recreational activities. The campground is right on the river with sites for full RVs with all hookups as well as tent sites. Hot showers are provided at no charge. A well-known feature of Bethel Outdoor Adventure is the way it helps people get on the river with rentals of canoes, kayaks, stand-up paddleboards, and inner tubes, as well as transportation to an upriver launch site.
We make it as simple and as convenient for you as we possibly can. We provide you with the life jackets and the other specialized equipment. We give you a map. We encourage you to take your time. We want you to be out there enjoying the river. Let the river dictate the pace of the day.
Another unique and fun activity is sifting or sluicing for precious stones through material from an actual local mine.
Western Maine is famous for its semi-precious stones for various geologic, geomorphological reasons. So what happens with us here is that you come into our sluice.
At the sluice, customers buy a bucket of material taken from a local mine where professional mining continues to this day. The customers take the material, wash it in the sluice, and then sort through the stones that emerge, often finding valuable crystals such as tourmaline.
Semi-precious gem. I have some green and pink tourmaline too, but they're small.
Let's look at one more great recreational offering at Bethel Outdoor Adventure, a new 500-foot-long metal suspension footbridge named the Burma Bridge, running from the shore to a 50-acre wilderness island in the middle of the Androscoggin River. 6 years in planning and construction, the bridge opened in 2015 and provides a fun and thrilling jungle-style crossing over the water. Bethel Outdoor Adventure also offers professionally guided fishing trips, either in a canoe or a drift boat, for anglers attracted by the growing populations of trout and bass in the Androscoggin River.
So we would be delighted to have you come and see what we have to offer.
Excuse me, sir, are you getting a little shaggy around the ears but can't find time for a haircut? Well, now you can. At Lisa's Barbershop at 178 Main Street in Mexico, owner Lisa Shardlow specializes in quick haircuts. No appointment is necessary and there's rarely a wait. At Lisa's, the motto is cut and go.
September, back to work, back to school. Studies have shown that people with clean, fresh haircuts get higher grades in school and more frequent promotions at work. Don't ask me what studies, just get in here and get ready for success with a haircut this month at Lisa's.
Open Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to noon.
They also win the lottery more often, or so I've heard.
You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of beer and soda. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of sheer refreshment. That's the signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the Chill Zone.
Hi, I'm Rick from Mountain Valley Variety in Rumford. I want to welcome you to my brand new beer cave. We have over 500 items in all. Whatever you want, we either have or we can get.
Head to Mountain Valley Variety for grab-and-go pizza, sandwiches, lobster rolls, hot foods. Don't forget the hand-cut steaks if you're grilling out tonight.
Come on down to Mountain Valley Variety and see us all.
The place is called Northern Lights Hearth and Sports, and it's right on the main road at 639 Wilton Road. That's Route 2 in Farmington. Let's take a look at the sports part of Northern Lights Hearth and Sports. And this summer, it's a selection of bicycles and accessories, everything from road bikes to mountain bikes to fat tire bikes for mud and, sooner or later, snow. Come in and try one of our demonstration models. And to help you get your bike to distant trails, Northern Lights offers the Thule system of bike racks for your car, the quality leader in racks and accessories. Northern Lights, open Monday through Saturday.
Hi, this is Glenn Gordon at Good Karma Cafe and Health Foods at 72 Congress Street in Rumford, Maine. And you're watching Today River Valley, the video news feature program of towns in the Androscoggin Valley in western Maine.
Most people think of childhood summers as vacation time, but increasingly educators are seeing summer as a time when many children, especially low-income children, fall back academically, sometimes getting so far behind that they never catch up. They call the problem summer learning loss, and traditional summer school classes don't seem to do much good. But as described in the last segment, many educators are finding that programs designed like summer camps, including lessons and instructions but delivered in a casual way with lots of games and play mixed in, do seem to be an effective solution to summer learning loss. At the Montello Elementary School in Lewiston, for instance, the staff is offering some students a veritable summer camp within the walls of the school building. They call it Camp Achieve, and it has achieved something traditional summer school does not: stopping summer learning loss.
And we try to do this in camp-like atmospheres. We've learned over time that doing the same thing that we do during the school year isn't always effective. Parents typically understand the importance of summer learning. Teachers understand the importance, but it's the children who we need to gain their buy-in, and so we try to do things a little bit differently.
About a quarter of the entire student body at Montello attends Camp Achieve, which runs in the morning, 4 days a week for 5 weeks. Montello administrators would like even more students to attend, but the budget is limited.
The transportation and staffing is really the biggest expense.
And I don't, it's not that we probably couldn't get staff. The staff that we have is really enthusiastic to be here, but the prices, the costs associated with transportation and staffing is pretty high.
The administrators would like to increase the number of students who could attend the summer program because, using a science and technology-based curriculum but presented in a play-like environment, the program has shown benefits for the children who attend.
Ever since we changed to this program 2 years ago, we've noticed that our attendance in the summer program has improved. We've also noticed that in reading as well as their mathematic ability, they didn't really have any loss at all. They were able to maintain, and in fact in math, through the use of our STEM curriculum, actually improved almost 1 to 3 months as compared to all the children who didn't attend our program.
So this is our 4th grade group, and they're working on designing aid drop packages. So they've done some research on what would you put in there, why do people need them. They've researched some areas that might actually need aid drop packages, and so they're working on designing one that they can actually either drop from the roof of the school or maybe from the ladder of a fire truck to see if it will really work. So right now they're testing and improving their designs to make sure that they're ready for that experiment.
And work or not work means whether they'll land without breaking and scattering, right?
That would be the goal, because we don't want aid drop packages to drop and not have the materials that people really need.
During the summer program, I think kids feel more relaxed, teachers feel more relaxed. Class size has a lot to do with it also. We cap out our classes 10 to 12 students in each class. That makes kids a little bit more comfortable. Makes kids feel a little bit more willing to take a risk.
Kids are asking us in the spring if they're going to get invited to our summer program, and so they're excited about it and they want to be here. So that makes a difference when kids want to be here. And I sometimes joke that we could probably learn a few things from our summer program that perhaps we want to incorporate into our regular school year program.
The place is called Northern Lights Hearth and Sports, and it's right on the main road at 639 Wilton Road, that's Route 2 in Farmington. Let's take a look at the hearth part of Northern Lights Hearth and Sports. It's wood stoves, pellet stoves, and gas fireplaces, including Harmon, Hearthstone, Yodel, Regency, Vermont Castings, and Dutch West brands. Then, for barbecue weather, the highest quality barbecue grills, Landman Professional, constructed of all stainless steel to last through many years of use. Northern Lights, open Monday through Saturday. The news is spreading fast about the superb Thai, Asian, and American cooking at The Lure restaurant in Rumford, Maine, right off Route 2 by the shopping center with Martin's. Located in the former Tina's restaurant, The Lure features skillfully prepared Thai and Asian specialties, plus seafood and some great American dishes as well, such as all-American fried clams. Owners Ned and Dee Dee serve up generous portions with the freshest ingredients, and now the outside deck is open for dining. Have a meal in the sun with an on-tap glass of Pinot Grigio or Pinot Noir. Plenty of parking, open for lunch or dinner Tuesday through Sunday.
Come to The Lure. One bite and you'll be hooked.
Picture the name and logo of your business or organization on an attractive polo shirt, windbreaker, cap, or t-shirt. Then come by Perfect Stitch on Route 26 in South Paris, where you can turn that vision into a reality. Perfect Stitch is the place to go in Western Maine for embroidery, screen printing, and promotional items. With full-scale production right on site, Perfect Stitch can fill any order from a single shirt to dozens of them. Offering advertising and promotional items as well, Perfect Stitch is the one-stop shop for all your promotional needs.
I'm Amy Plord. I own and operate Perfect Stitch Embroidery. Come on in and see the wide variety of products we offer at our showroom at 191 Park Street in South Paris. We can help you figure out what products would fit your needs best. Hope to see you soon.
At Dan's Automotive, you'll find reliable used cars priced from $3,000 up. You'll get more car for less money.
Here's a great example of what's available at Dan's. Warning, this will probably be sold by the time you see this ad, but if you get lucky, you may still have a chance at this 2006 Toyota Highlander. Automatic transmission, 4-cylinder, low mileage, rust-free. Books at $10,000, but priced here at Dan's at only $7,995.
We bought our car at Dan's, and we're glad we did.
Dan's Automotive Repair and Sales, Crescent Avenue, Rumford. Yes, there is a health food store in Rumford, Maine. Good Karma Cafe and Health Food.
Hi, we're Glenn and Sandy Gordon, owners of Good Karma Cafe and Health Foods at 72 Congress Street in Rumford, Maine. Check us out on Facebook, goodkarmahealthfoods.com, hashtag eat well, live well, hashtag be kind, do good, eat spinach.
You should see the reviews on Facebook.
Excellent food and superb service.
Taste the freshness.
Hi, Glenn here at Good Karma Cafe and Health Foods. We're celebrating our first year of business. We want to thank everybody so much for coming in and helping us to grow. We are your one-stop shop for health foods, healthy takeout, and good coffee.
Good Karma Cafe and Health Foods, open Monday through Saturday. Before winter comes, you'd better come to Puya Lumber for the supplies you'll need to keep the warmth in and the cold out, from insulation to wood pellets to energy-efficient windows and doors. The pellets are Maine Woods brand. That's their name and that's their description because they're made right here in Maine. If your windows need updating, check out our Atrium line of premium vinyl windows designed for energy efficiency and lasting beauty. Free local deliveries on orders over $50. Puya Lumber, 369 River Road, Route 2, Mexico, Maine. Many of the small-town festivals and fairs are over for the season, but in Western Maine there's still one yet to go, the annual River Valley Pumpkin Fest coming October 14th in Rumford. Here are scenes from last year's event.
It brings a lot of people downtown, it brings a lot of people from out of town. A lot of businesses say that it really reflects on them. We've heard good things from some of the businesses downtown that it brings a lot of people through their business, whether they're purchasing or just viewing. We do get a lot of support from the town. So I think it involves everybody a little bit, yeah.
Events include everything from pumpkin carving to a hay bale toss to pie eating to a team tug-of-war contest. This year's Pumpkin Fest starts at 10 on Saturday the 14th and continues all day. Let's meet the staff of Riverside Realty in Mexico, Maine. Roger Whitehouse, Sally Arsenault, Rachel Auger, Dave Belanger, Diane Patterson. Now let's take a look at a couple of great real estate listings offered by Riverside Realty. This is MLS 1309890, a seasonal vacation property right on popular Roxbury Pond, featuring a sandy beach, wonderful sunsets, mountain views, fishing, swimming, boating with 2 cottages on one lot. The main cottage offers a wraparound porch, spacious kitchen, living room with fireplace, large bedrooms, and bath. The second cottage, built in 1999, has an open kitchen and living room, 2 bedrooms, and 1 bath. Each cottage has electric heat, both are fully furnished, and the contents are included in the sale. The cottages are insulated and have year-round possibilities, listed at $324,900. This is MLS 1250574. It's a two-bedroom single-family chalet on 2 acres in an unspoiled forest location with fantastic mountain views in Andover, Maine. Located 200 feet off the South Arm Road, it's just 8 miles from the South Arm boat ramp on Richardson Lake. It's a great place for the sports-minded. Recently constructed in 2006, the property includes a second site plan for septic and home, listed at $145,000.
Whether you're considering buying or selling real estate, call Riverside Realty at 369-0100. Hope to see you soon.
Today River Valley is sponsored by the Sudbury Inn, lodging, fine dining, and a lively pub right on Main Street in Bethel, Maine.
Well, that's it for the September 2017 edition of Today River Valley. This is Phil Blampede, the host and producer of the program. Remember, you can watch Today River Valley at any time at www.todayrivervalley.com. See you next month.